just wanna be free with my people to prosper and hold it down. Don't you sit and wait, contemplating on a revolution. The time is now. I just wanna be free. 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 Can't you see? I just wanna be free.
Okay. Another episode of the Things I Wish I Knew About Money podcast. Hold on, why does it look like this? Oh, what? There we go. Welcome, folks. I'm your host, Kamille Smith. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, I should say, it is episode 245 or 245. And as you see, I'm looking different. I'm feeling different. And I've come to realize that some of the reasons why I was not feeling my regular self was because I was not doing my self-care, my TLC with my hair at head top. But here I am. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. So I wanted to make sure that you guys are able to see the excitement on me or with me. Because when it comes to the hair, it's very important, right? Today I do not have my light like I normally have, so I am just trying to adjust and everything. But yes, I know, I'm late. I was actually, there's two reasons why. I was just in a low energy on the weekend. Last week I was in a very, very low energy, so I wasn't feeling it. It was because part of it was the head top, right? And then I told myself, no, Saturday night I'm gonna do my hair, so things are okay. However, I shouldn't say the week was low energy altogether because I have to pick up my friend, Dr. Shoshana Harris. If you remember poetry, rookie poetry, man, I wish she could have done a poem to celebrate. But I am so ecstatic. I witnessed her getting her PhD, and at first, folks, I thought it was just a normal like graduation thing. I'm just gonna go there. I'm like, I gotta be there by 9. Yeah. It is a whole ordeal, and I was like, you have to do all this to get it. So anyone that has gotten their PhD, you are the true MVP, and everyone that's on the journey or verge of getting it, um, kudos to y'all, right? So I wanted to start off like that, with giving that praise because I said I was going to give the praise. From the day it happened, I was like, oh yeah, I'm thinking you up on my episode and things, right? Just to witness that. And I actually got emotional. I don't know what's going on. I know it's Mercury retrograde and everything, but it was a great feeling seeing my friend get it, and then also the love and support from the examiners, from a whole, like, I was gonna say squad that was there, or the sistrins or sisters that were there, and brothers. There was a couple that was able to support and help this situation happen, right? So boom, bam, bam. However, it is still Financial Literacy Month. I am personally going to apologize to my folks on my Instagram. This month has been something, and I can't even explain it completely, but I just haven't been able to build content. think I'm gonna make something today, especially because it is episode 245. That I want to have a special thing. So throughout this episode, I'm gonna try to make it special because I feel like you can. Actually, not. I think I can. I did my research, and I'm able to relate 245 or 245 with personal finance or money. So yeah, and with this series that has been going on, I really tried to see how I was able to bring it all back together and debating. This could be the final episode of it. Just thinking what I could do on the last, since I'm looking at there's 5 Saturdays and I'm like, whoa. But I'm definitely going to make sure that when I say consistent, I'm going to make sure you guys get 5 episodes in November. Okay? Okay. So let's bear with me, y'all. But for everyone that has been commenting, messaging me, I appreciate it so much. I told you I'm internationally known for that, especially because it looks sweeter. And I decided to wear yellow just to give a positive vibe when it comes to this episode because when it comes to money and or when it comes to the peace with money, it's not about what you have. It's not ideally how much you have. It's how you can relate to it. And I know this whole series I've been talking about um, what we didn't learn in the when we were growing up or in school and stuff. I talked about what we didn't learn within family and things, or just the what was it imposter syndrome when it comes to building wealth as well throughout the weeks. So I wanted this one to be more I was gonna say meaningful. They're all meaningful, but I definitely want to give you, ladies and gentlemen, encouragement. I know, trust me. There are some of us that are in different stages in our life with money, and probably not the proudest moments, or there's a part where you are very proud about it, but you want to solidify that peace or that financial freedom or that financial stability to get to the next step, right? And this is where we are today, is to boost up that energy and stuff, because no matter what stage you're at, you will be able to make it. And that's like the encouragement I'm trying to give you guys each week. I will still continue to give you that encouragement, but this series is all about changing our mindset, having that positive energy so we're able to thrive and stop being in this survival mode. Trust me. Being in survival mode or just not having that positive mindset, it's wild. You have to manifest positive instead of manifesting the negative. So that's why Medea. So remember, like, peace really begins with the mindset shift. So definitely want to talk about ways to have a healthier relationship with money in this episode. And also, throughout it, be able to give you guys some tips and tricks. Some tips and tricks. But before we start, again, as I always say, hey, guys, I haven't seen you guys click on this. Or maybe I haven't seen it properly, but buy me a coffee. This is a coffee, right? Buy me a coffee. This out here is tired. I'm joking. I'm not actually that tired today, surprisingly, but I have my water, Actually, I was about to lie. Um, Last week I was horrendous with the water intake. This week I'm pretty okay, so it all depends on where I am, to tell you the truth, how more efficient I am with water. But wow, when I was drinking more water, I realized I'm really thirsty and stuff, right? Ooh, I wonder if I can even. Oh man, the fact that I'm doing it at this time, probably to do, probably to add something else into this. But bear with me. Yes, so buy me a coffee. I love coffee. Also join the Discord by emailing things I wish I knew about money at gmail.com. This way you'll be able to join. Oh, wait. Let's look at the, we can do the QR code. Boom. See that right there? Just you can join that way. Hopefully this works. Let me check to see if it works. Hopefully it does work still. Let's see. Is it working? Watcha? Yeah, you can still join, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, join us. Ooh. So some stocks are down, some stocks are up. But yeah, anyway, sorry, I got distracted. As I normally do. But yeah, I want to have like this discussion. So let's just do a quick commercial break, and then we'll start this episode. All right? Boom, bum, bum.
Imagine turning financial chaos into calm. Meet Alex. Alex is a young professional buried in bills and receipts. They're overwhelmed, unsure where to start. But then, light bulb moment. Alex discovers Finance IQ. With just a few clicks, Alex is setting up a personalized budget thanks to Finance IQ's user-friendly tools. It's like having a financial coach right at their fingertips. Fast forward a few weeks, and Alex is breezing through bill payments, watching their savings grow, and even planning for the future. No more stress, no more chaos, just simple steps leading to big results. Alex now shops with confidence, knowing every dollar's accounted for. Finance IQ didn't just help organize Alex's finances, it gave them peace of mind. Ready to take control of your finances? Visit Finance IQ today and start your journey to financial freedom. Finance IQ. Simple steps, big results.
Alrighty then. First things first. First article. I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to think of it this way. Like, remember how I said that peace begins with the mindset. And I talk about it so many times because ideally, when it comes to building wealth, it's all about the mindset. Because if you think you don't deserve wealth or to be debt free or to invest, then it's gonna trickle down, like ideally in your life. Like you'll struggle. But that's why I always strive to like change that money mindset, right? It actually really does matter. I did find an article. I'm not gonna do what I normally do. I'm gonna do it ideally from now. Um, hmm, I'm gonna do it from now. Look at me. So first things first, especially in this time of the month, I want us to redefine financial literacy, right? I know most times it's like, ooh, understanding how to budget, invest, and save. But we can also think of it in a way of our behaviors too, right? Our behaviors, our goals, and ideally, with understanding budget, investing, and saving, we do have to adjust our mindset because, again, when I talked about it previous weeks, we We know the things that we had to unlearn, right? Or, sorry, there are different things that we know or knew from the past that we realize that we have to unlearn them and be able to rebuild again. See what I did there? To rise. And that starts with the past. Sorry, I almost lost my train of thought. But that also goes with our mindset, because if we keep that same old mindset that we had previously, we're not going to be able to find different avenues of budgeting or different avenues to invest or different avenues to save or pay off debt, right? If you keep, what do they say? If you keep doing the same thing over and over, it's called insanity. If you've never invested or if you've never properly saved, why do you think it would be ideal to keep doing that? When you've seen people do that, like, instead of like killing off your credit card to go on a vacation, save up the money, then use a credit card, and then boom, put the money back, right? Because I know there's some people that want to use their credit card for points and everything, and that's great. It's great when you have that discipline to pay it back within a certain time, right? So I'm not really speaking to the people. Remember, we are all on different stages, right? The ones that are very deal on their or very disciplined, kudos to you. But there are some people that aren't as disciplined, and so I'm talking to you right now, because that's the mindset that I'm trying to help, is having, instead of having that scarcity mindset, want that more oh my gosh, what's the opposite of scarcity? growth, boom, there's a word. So we want to have that type of mindset. So you have to redefine what financial literacy is. So if you don't even understand or get what financial literacy is, you came to the right place. Okay? So like, and there's gonna be times when you're overwhelmed with what you're learning, but it's just like anything we've learned, right? You didn't learn, especially if you're 30 odd, 40 odd, I'm sure there's many things you've learned in your years, right? So how about we try to keep consistent and learn those type of stuff, right? Learn something different now. And now it's time to learn more about financial literacy. Surely since we're going into 2026, right? 2025 is over and done with, technically. So let's think of ways to, maneuver. Ooh, and let me first, I don't want to forget the 245. No, I'm gonna do that afterwards. And don't you worry, I ain't gonna forget. And if I do, I'm gonna be really upset with myself. But I think I'm gonna do it right after the mindset part. Okay. Redefining financial literacy. Also, another important thing is, and this is when it comes to peace with money, is moving towards financial well-being. And I've been talking about it very often, about financial confidence. Um, Having that confidence builds up your like self-esteem, your mindset, you become more rounded, I feel like, because once you've been able to adjust your money beliefs and get more confident, then you'll see like, oh, it's not all about like the first step of doing budgeting. You know how I feel, like I love budgeting. I love budgeting and talking about it, but sometimes budgeting doesn't work for certain folks. For a person like yourself, it may work a little bit more, or you might need that discipline at the moment so you're able to see what happens. Actually, that's where the first 245 come in. So I decided to have a formula. I'm gonna call it the 245 money formula. And you're wondering what that means. So, and this is the formula I'm making. So it's from CAM, Fitness IQ. Okay. So I want you to do either, no, not either. It's 2 non-negotiable money tasks every week. 2 non-negotiable. I don't care. It's whether it's reviewing your bank account, updating your spending categories, checking your debt balance, reviewing your goals, and moving money into savings. I had to write it down so I can remember it all. Okay, I'm going to start with that one because remember, money moves when you move. You see that? Yeah, see it bars. So I'm going to start with a 2. Don't worry, I'm going to bring it back. But that's like going back to moving towards financial well-being because you're going to start being more mindful of it, right? So once you start reviewing your bank account, yes, you will feel overwhelmed at first. You will. It's a given. But I want you to be more mindful about it, and that will give you that confidence eventually, right? You need that you need that financial confidence to be able to overcome certain things, right? And then also saving, investing, and stuff. And like I mentioned before, it is really actually mindset first, money second. Because as I said, if your mindset is survival mode, you're never gonna make the money. Baby, all those times when you're in desperate need of getting money, what usually happens? You fumble the bag, you fumble everything, right? I've had more times where things didn't go as planned because I was too eager and I didn't set out ideally how to make things happen or make things work. Sometimes I just fumble the bag. And I'm human, right? I remember the one time I literally was saying I fumbled was when I was getting greedy with option trading or future trading. That was me fumbling the bag. That's why I had to say, I'll wait. I'll go to the sideline and just take a second to resurface and stuff. Actually, thinking of that, I've been doing practice run with it. Maybe I'll show it today. Maybe I won't. It all depends how I feel or how the market is. Because I'm actually recording while it is open and running. Such is life. But okay, sorry, I got distracted. So it's all about once you take positive actions, positive affirmations, positive manifesting, that's when you'll be able to break through and see money come, right? Or ever notice like I don't want to talk about it, but I'm gonna briefly talk about like lottery winning. It's normally like not as of late, but sometimes it's those people that least expect it or they're like, oh my gosh. They're the ones that get the lottery ticket, even though I hate the lottery ticket. I was going to discuss about it this week, but I decided not to even touch it really as much as I wanted to. But yeah, it's all about the mindset first and money second. The money will come when you're in that thriving, positive affirmation and you're in the right mindset and you're in that right headspace to be able to break through. Like when you're in that negative or survival mode, you get foggy. And I personally have felt that and experienced that. So definitely, especially because the hair up nice these days. I know money's coming. Also, the next thing is, listen, nothing's worse than things. I think it's a saying that I've heard often, and I want to remind folks is if you don't like what's happening, you gotta take those lemonade or those lemons and make lemonade or Long Island iced tea, something like that. Just kidding. But rewrite your money story. You're gonna have to learn how to rewrite your money story. And it's all about having a book. Of course, it's not gonna show. That's not showing. Like, see, you can't buy hat, but you can buy me. But no, it's like having a journal and just start writing things down. Um, just to have an understanding of your money story, right? Like, where did this belief come from? Is it still true today? Is it helping or holding me back? So, like the things that you think about with money, let's really think about it. Like, do I really see money as a tool, or do I see money as the root of all evil? No, I see money as a tool. You just need to get it more often. That's another story. Or especially when it comes to cash flow. If your cash flow is on hold, writing it down, like, why is my cash flow not flowing as it normally should? What can I do to create it? And just write it down. Write it down. Writing down things is ideal, right? So that is actually another way to help with your mindset. And I want to go back. Remember, 2 non-negotiable things to do with your money each week. Money task. Again, I'm going to remind you, 2 non-negotiable money tasks every week. Review your bank accounts. That one's easy. You could. Meanwhile, say you have your app, the bank app on your phone, so you can do it. Okay? There's no excuses for that one. Check your debt. Review your goals. Put money into your savings. Always pay yourself first. None of these people care about you. Pay yourself first. Number 4. So number 4 is save or invest for 4 key pillars. And I'm gonna. There's different ones. Don't worry. There's a short-term savings, so like a buffer, emergency fund, long-term investing, and lifestyle, personal goals. This is still the same concept. I'm going to say the lifestyle and personal goals is still that treat yourself fund. Remember I talked about the sinking fund. That could be your short-term savings or emergency fund. Long-term investments. That's listen. You ain't gonna survive these streets without investments. Okay. Until everyone realizes that you are not going to survive these streets without investments. Stop killing yourself. Like, physically. Stop doing active ways of making money. Oh, but I did see this interesting episode about, actually it made me feel a type of way. I do watch the Diary of CEO. I do watch it, or listen to it often. But I felt away. I think the lady said, "You ain't making passive income if you don't have millions of dollars. You can't make passive income without $1 million." I felt hurt. I felt butthurt because you can't. My dividends, okay, my dividends is passive income. I don't care how much it is because eventually it will be enough so I can, pay certain things. But don't let shit on your passive income. As long as your money's working for you, that's when you know it's like technically passive income. But sorry, these two pillars, the two key pillars, is short-term savings, emergency fund, long-term investing, and lifestyle personal goals. And this is basically, listen, I don't think there's anyone in this world that hasn't dealt with certain things in life, that haven't gone through storms like Melissa. So how about covering your ass with these type of accounts? I'm telling you, like, I cannot explain to you guys how important it is. If I didn't have a savings, like especially back in the day, like COVID, or my mom passed, golly bob, golly bob. But I digress. So let me go to the next segment. So boom, talked about mindset again. It's all about the mindset, but yo, the other thing that actually will, remember, this is me telling you deserve the peace. I understand if you're not there yet, because you know what? Other than our mindset, these frigging emotions that we have. Yo, I can't tell you how many times emotional blockage is real. Whether it's fear, it's wild how our emotions take a toll on us. And I'll say this, hey, when I am down and out, and I have my waves, I have my times. Especially if you haven't seen anyone that hasn't seen me this year, I am so sorry for the time. That emotional roller coaster can affect your money a lot, right? So sometimes you have those beliefs of I'm bad with money. I always mess things up. Money brings stress, not peace. I was gonna curse. No, don't think like that. Stop. We're trying to get out of the survival mode. Like done it. There are some strategies to overcome that. Those emotional blockages that you have about money, and I think it's more so of like that love-hate relationship with money. We have to stop that fear of change, fear of risk, or fear of failing. Hi. I think I've dealt with all of them personally. So you're not alone. You're not alone. Don't think you are a failure. Don't think you can't do what you can. No, you're not bad with money. You just didn't know shit before to be able to do that. But now it's time. Now that you know better, start doing better, right? Especially if you have the capability. And when I say capability, I'm if you get paid bi-weekly, semi-monthly, monthly, weekly. Oh, you weekly folks, I low key am jealous of y'all. Especially if you get that consistent money, you are so fortunate you don't even know. You'll be able to break out of this system. You're just gonna have to adjust certain things, right? Some expenses that you're holding, that's why you have to do the 2-4-5. There's some expenses that you're holding that you're like, okay, maybe I should relax on this, right? So there is 9 strategies that we're gonna to get out of this emotional blockage, because I'm over it. I don't know about y'all, I am over it. So the first one is, I feel like this is the wrong way. I feel like, yeah. So I got distracted. I saw something and I got visualize your abundance daily. You know, it's funny. I spoke to someone earlier today, and they're like, "Yo, one of these people that always act like social media is not real. If someone shows that everything's good every day or everything's bad every day, it's not in fact." And that's true. That's true. Even though we're dealing with grief, dealing with loss, different losses. Even if you're dealing with stress, there are pockets where you have you get that sense of happiness, or if you're happy-go-lucky, you get that sense of sadness. Roller coaster, right? But I want you to visualize abundance daily. It's our time to shine. Okay, it is our time to shine. This series is about shining, shine bright like a diamond. Sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. um, how can just imagining more money make it appear in my bank book? I want you to think like that. Or I am gonna get my cards out. Oh, it's Black Friday this week. I think it is. I might do a Black Friday special. I'll decide by Wednesday, and if I do a Black, and I might, not, I might, I am gonna do a post then when it happens. Okay, so bear with me, and things. But start visualizing your abundance daily. Visualizing making small steps to overcome things, because that's what it comes. Sellers, that money belief that you had 10 years ago should not be the same as today. That's why that means you haven't grown in so long, right? I'm not trying to diss you up. I'm just trying to tell you, we can't have the same mindset for centuries, decades. For decades, we can't have the same mindset. Okay, stop this right now. Right? Remember, new mindset for new results. So, this one's hard. Actually, no, it's not hard. 5 minutes, because I know you woke up this morning and then press that snooze button. You're like, 5 more minutes. Fine, you want to do that snooze? You wake up 10 minutes earlier. Do that 5 minute snooze, because I know that's blessed. And then the next 5 minutes, each morning, mentally step into the life that you want. Mentally. So envision it, right? Like I said, visual abundance every day. So think about it. Think about it. Think about it. What is your perfect abundance life with money? Peace with money. Think about it. So take that 5 minute snooze. I know, manure. And then the next 5 minutes, because 10-minute gap. Oh, it's blessed. It's 5 minutes. Obviously not gonna work. It's not going to happen. It will work. It's not gonna happen overnight. But again, I want that positive affirmation in your head, that positive mindset, that abundance mindset. That was the word instead of scarcity before, right? Tomorrow. Another way is gosh, is breaking free from limiting beliefs. Don't let me ever hear you say, I'll never have enough money. Tough love. Oh, or I'm not good at managing finances. How about it is time to get better with managing finances. And all you need to do is like learn a little bit more. Like I said earlier, you didn't know all the stuff that you knew. Now, you still have time to learn new stuff. Add more fulfilling things into your life, and once that mindset is fixed up, the money will come after. Okay? Tough love. Kamilla's tough love. Respectfully. I'm not gonna do that, I promise. But I will do that tough love. So break free from that limiting limits is by reframe your mindset about certain things, right? Reframe it, and then soon enough, boom, bam, bam. The next one is, let's get it like so. Gratitude is a new currency. Again, positive affirmations, right? Mindset, rewriting your money story. I think we find it very difficult to have those good moments and just have gratitude. I remember there's this one thing where it's like, oh, every day find something you're good about, write it down in a jar, and then read it after. I do it mentally. But you should do it. Gratitude, find gratitude, and it'll make you feel better, right? Like, thank heavens for waking up this morning. When you find that $20 bill in your old coat, can't wait for that to happen. I'm gonna go through all my jackets later on. I'm just feeling thankful for something. Is new. I think it's hard for us especially when you have that black cloud or gray cloud, trying to feel gratitude. But find something. Find something. Like, even when you feel like you're having a shitty day, you can find gratitude for something, right? So yeah, gratitude is a new currency. Oh, and gratitude will most times will rewire your brain so you're able to do those stepping stones. We're trying to just do those stepping stones right now with that, right? We talked about this earlier. I think we talked more about this in episode 2. Not episode 2. Part 2 of this is wealth starts at home. But I kind of hate this saying. Or maybe, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. When it says that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I spend more time by myself. Or if I'm not by myself, I have different groups, right? I have different groups. That's all I can say. And all my groups, they're good. So I guess finding more like-minded people or more folks that will push you. And I do have folks that push me. I do. But your worst enemy is yourself at times, regardless of who you hang around with. I find that's just me personally. I don't like the saying that, oh, If you hang around 5 broke people, you'll be the 6th. No, that's not the case normally. Especially if, yeah, it's not always the case. Or I wish it was the case, but if you hang around 5 millionaires, then you'll be the 6th. Hey, if there's any millionaires out there, come join me. And so, but I do see, if you have that positive energy, I do acknowledge that if you have that positive energy, you will be more positive. If you have that chaotic energy, baby, your life will be chaotic. So I'll give you that. It's all about the energy overall, right? All energies are different overall to me. I can only speak from experience. I say this: small habits, big gains. If you remember, whatever I've been saying for the longest time is save, save, save. Start saving and then graduate into investing. You get that habit of saving, it's going to be like clockwork. You'll be like, oh, okay, oh, got paid, boom, that money's in there, that money's going there, boom, like clockwork. And then you realize big gains. I told you before. Oh man, what year was it? Was it 2016 or 2017? I think it's 2016 actually. Yeah, it was definitely 2016. Just saving each paycheck. Boom, 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 saving each paycheck. And God's sister was like, yo, we're gonna go to Jamaica. I was like, all right, okay, I think I can make it, but let me see. By the time it was to get the ticket, I had the money, and I was like, fudge, look at how great it is just to save money. It adds up, and boom, didn't even have to worry about anything else, right? That's why. Oh shucks, I almost forgot, guys. I almost forgot. 2, 4, 5. Do you remember what number 2 is? The 2 things? 2 non-negotiable money tasks. And 4 is, I'm going to say by saving or investing into your 4 key pillars. Okay, so pouring into your 4 key pillars of saving and investing. Short-term, long-term, emergency, lifestyle, personal goals. Boom, bam, bam. And number 5, I know, I do this a lot. You know me. You're used to it. You should be used to it, no? If you're not, I feel sorry for you. Number 5 is spend only on what feeds your top 5 priorities. You know me, that word. Even though there's things that can change within the season, each season of your life, and that's not, fall, winter, spring, summer. It's different chapters, different things you're transitioning into. It's going to change, right? So there's stability, health, debt reduction, family, wealth building, career development, personal joy. Spend only on the top 5, right? If you're not feeding the 5, it's fighting the 5. Bars. So 2, 4, 5. Gave you the formula. And we'll go from there. So small habits, big gains. Be consistent with that, right? Numero 6. I think it's the same thing where people say fake it till you make it. No, maybe not. No, I take that back. I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the same. I think speaking into existence is not the same. It's just basically that affirmations that I always talk about, right? Affirmations manifesting help rewire your brain. Positive affirmations will help. When your mindset, when you put your mindset first, the money will come after. Trust me, trust me. So we want to speak life into what we want. We want to speak into existence because it's only a matter of time that the roller coaster was going down, it's gonna go back up, right? So speak it into existence, for real, for real. Also, and you already know this because you're at the right place. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Ooh, and I do have the poll going on. Don't worry about that. The poll is up. The poll is up. Did you vote yet? But knowledge is power. Obviously, if you're avoiding learning about money, done deal. I don't think you're better with. Ooh, what did I hear the other day? I kind of felt offended, but I had to. My ego had to push to the side. You could be street smart, book smart. Oh, you can know all this stuff, but it all comes to execution as well. Execution. Yeah, I said it right. Knowledge is power, but you also have to do the action too. Felt away. It was such an amazing episode, actually. Kudos to I was gonna say you deserve to get be rich, but that is EYL. When I Ramit Singh, I shouldn't have said sing. I should have said Ramit. I'm sorry. Allow me. Wow, me. Ooh, this one's a good one. And this is from an article as well, folks. You know I love articles. Mindfulness equals money. Mindfulness equals money. So research shows that practicing mindfulness reduces stress, helps you stay present, which is essential for your money mindset. That is very true. Less stressed you are, the less foggy you are, and you're able to be more creative. Unless you're good with procrastination, stress, and all that good stuff. But most times people have a writer's block, or even like writer's block. To get writer's block. Yes, the ebook is coming out. I was like this. So bear with me. I have to finish it. Like there's no ifs, buts, maybes. I need to start executing. You see what I just said? Knowledge is power, but I need to be mindful and get shit done. Point blank period. Ain't no half stepping and stuff. This makes me want to change my question. Have the question of the day. I probably will change because of this, maybe. I didn't get like that. Sorry. Clicked it. Bounce back stronger. Bounce back stronger. I'm gonna tell you this. How do I say this without incriminating myself? Every time I have met a roadblock, push through it and come through. You have those mini breakthroughs. And when life is just beating you up and you're like, yo, that breakthrough has to come true. The breakthrough is coming. I don't care. I felt it coming last year. got stumbled a bit. I am going to bounce back stronger. Best believe. Like, maybe when the bounce back come true, oh my gosh, I can't wait. That's when I'll have an outrageous episode about like everything that I've gone through. Because once that bounce back home true, ooh, wee. Um, that's why this is why the title is the way it is, right? You, I don't care what stage you are in your money journey, you deserve the peace with money. You're not there yet, but you will get there. Okay? I believe in you. You just gotta, just hold down the fort and things, with certain things. Man, I'm looking along the time, but I feel like I don't care. I've only scratched the surface. Because we talked about the mindset, we talked about our emotions. You want to know what? I think even emotions comes in play with our ego. That probably will be like a different thing, but our ego and emotions really are the ones that be fucking us all over and things, right? But I think having that fear, I'm not sure. I'm trying to determine if it's emotions, if it's ego, if it's both. That sometimes gives us that perspective on how we should be in our relationship with money. But I definitely think changing our mindset and actually giving ourselves permission to say that I deserve this. So I want to say in a sense like you have the power of permission to say I deserve this. I deserve every great thing financially to happen to me. I deserve being wealthy without guilt, whether it's guilt from family, guilt from friends, loved ones, whoever. You are allowed to be wealthy. Oh, sorry. Don't let anyone take that away from you. I know there's gonna be times, like there's times when I see social media, even though it's a lie, but I digress. Sometimes you compare yourself to social media and you see that someone just made $1 million and they bought like a Ferrari or stuff. And sometimes I'm like, what the heck? But hey, why should you feel guilty with that wealth? It's just being sure to know that to be stable enough to get those items. Like not being a consumer, but being like assets and stuff. Because money come, money go for some people. But you deserve to be fruitful with your money. You deserve to be rich, AUL. You deserve to prosper in this life. I want you to realize that. And that's with manifesting, and that's changing your mindset. First, the mindset. Second, the money. You deserve it. Boom, bam, bam. Yeah, like financial peace is a journey. It's an ever going thing. It's gonna be times when your journey is gonna be great. There's gonna be times your journey sucks. But again, that's our journey, right? I'm trying to remember something else. I think I have another 2. I have another 2, 4, 5. thingy. This one. I'll do that at the very end. I'm not going to break down that. I do have an article. I feel like I have an article, but I also want to be mindful. Oh, the financial trauma. I think, yes, financial trauma is what hinders us or makes us do tug of war with what we deserve, right? That's why I'm working class, lower class mentality, survival first strategy. That's when our mind is blocked. Like I said, mind. But now we're trying to switch it to mindset first, money second. So we're able to push through middle class mentality, optimize everything, but don't talk about it. Gatekeeping. I don't think it's good to gatekeep. We all can eat at the same time. We all can eat and then the upper class mentality is money buys options, not just things. Oh, it gets messy. Class jumping, class guilt. Again, with the power I deserve, right? Um, the folks that are going from food stamps. Speaking of that, I hope I was gonna say Canada, but it's not Canada. It's America. I don't know if it's opened up yet. I think you guys are still in your shutdown, right? Let's see if the government shutdown is still happening. Yeah, they're still having a shutdown. Golly Bob. Golly Bob. But food stamps to freelance, paycheck to tech salary. Those, okay, I think it gets messy when you don't gradually get that lifestyle creep. When it just, gradually, is that gradually? Or like when it jumps so significantly, you're like, whoa. Like imagine making double the amount you make like in a year's time. You will kind of be in a scenario where you don't know what to do, ideally. But sometimes that's when you have to chill and just do a little research on what to do. First of all, don't do that lifestyle creep. That lifestyle creep is not it. Don't do the lifestyle creep. More money doesn't mean more expenses. It could be more money, more assets. Think of it that way, right? Boom, bam, bam. I don't think it's the way I wanted to do this, but actually, probably is. What else? Persistent resilience to keys to financial stress. Success cause stress. I'm not gonna do this one because I actually want to do something else. But yeah, that lifestyle creep. Let's be mindful about that in class. Don't feel guilty that you made money. But I talked about episode 2, week 2, that money guilt. Breaking the cycle. Just break cycles, not your budget. You deserve to be financially stable. You deserve to get a break. It's not about the hustle, bustle, and all those things. It's time to think differently. Let's shift our mindset to positive affirmations so so that money can flow accordingly, right? Okay. I am going to do the second. So this one is going to be called, and this is to help shift your mindset, how you think. Two things I've created. Okay, so come for me, come to your auntie. The 245 identity shift pathway. So this way is 2 minutes to start. This is to help mindset and our money. So you can do either or of the ones that I've showed you, right? I don't care which one I do care which one you do, but tell me which one you're doing. Whether it's the 245 money formula or the 245 identity shift pathway. So 2 minutes to start. Any money task should take 2 minutes to begin. See how you're always there on your phone? You see how you're always there on your phone, Adrian? Yo, that one should be easy. The heck? I had it here, but now I lost it for 2 seconds. To start, sorry, 2 minutes to start a financial task. So it could be, you guys do both, really. 2 minutes to start a financial task. So it could be going into your bank account to review it. I think it's declined actually. To look at your debt, to save money. Shit, that's easy money, right? The fourth one is 4 weeks to feel the habit. If you're a type of person that doesn't save, what's going on here? Why haven't you saved yet? I don't care if it's $2, $10, $5. You see how $10, $5. In 4 weeks' time, if you continuously do it, you will get that habit, I find. I do it religiously, right? As soon as I get money, boom, boom, boom. Easy money. So 2, 4, 5, and 5. It takes 5 months to transform your financial identity. So, I'm gonna try to say it in better ways. If you take 2 minutes to start the financial task, and 4 weeks to actually feel it, where you're feeling more calm, more you're able to adapt to it, by month 5, you should have debt decrease because you got the habit of paying off your debt. Your savings increase because you got the habit to save and not touch it. I know you're, hey, don't touch it, eh? That's why we have you treat yourself fund. You don't touch it, okay? Your confidence feels natural. You feel nice. Yeah, I'm gonna feel nice when I hear so. Feel nice with your money because you're seeing things. You see things thriving now instead of survival, and you no longer flinch when checking accounts. Yes, this is for the folks, and I am going to be 100% honest. This will be easier for the folks that get consistent cash flow and consistent payments, because at least you're able to see, when your fucking money's coming true. If you know when your money's coming true, yes, I'm swearing because you know how life has been, and you know why I'm cussing. If you know when money comes in consistently, this method will work much easier for you. If your money is coming in inconsistently, or you don't know when the money's coming in because you have amazing people that love to play with you, it will be a little bit harder. However, it is not impossible. You can still have 2 non-negotiables money tasks. Okay? You can still pour into the 4 key pillars to save and invest, and you can still you should also about it. 5 you can still feed into your top 5 priorities. Okay? And at the same time, take 2 minutes to do that financial task. 4 weeks to feel it. 5 months to be a different person. And rock with me. Tell me how it feels. Tell me how it feels. I was gonna sing it differently. I was thinking of D'Angelo recipe. I didn't take it in. I didn't say anything about it, but yeah, rest in peace to him. And all the fallen soldiers in the last couple years, decades, weeks, months, days, hours. However, the last part that we're going, I don't know if it's gonna be the last part. I feel like I should do okay, this part is if you don't remember the solutions and tips that I gave throughout this series, I'm gonna do it again now. Tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. Boom. Oh, good. I do have it here. Actually, sorry. For the ones that, if you haven't saved yet, hi, hello, hi. See this? Click on that. Okay? If you haven't invested, oh, I'm so happy I can still boost up for Questrade. I was almost gonna be nice for other accounts or companies, but I'm not. Questrade is see it. Oh. That's how I feel. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. So maybe the last part. You see how I feel. I do need more coffee. Okay. Speaking of coffee. Yes, go ahead and drink water first because I want to still be consistent with mine. I want to at least have 4 glasses. 4 big glasses, that is, right? Which is, I guess, technically, how many liters? I don't know. I don't go by liters. I go by cups these days. Just so I can feel better about myself. Sorry. Got distracted. Okay. So, okay. Something I want to do. I actually want to remember. So I had to write things down as well. I have it written down, but it's not writing it the way I want it to write. Show me the way I want it to be shown. That's the right saying. Golly, that look different. What? Oh, okay. That's reading it wrong. Okay. I know I saw that different. Got it. Yeah, lies you were taught about money. So that was week 1. Okay, I already did this tip. Oh man. There we go. Tips and tricks. So with the first week, we spoke about different things that we learned or didn't learn when we were growing up, right? So here are my tips for week 1, or part 1, I should say. Know yourself, know your money. So, and shit, shucks, I'll do this. So, today is Tuesday. Oh my god. It is Sagittarius season. What the frig? Why did I wait till now to talk about that? The frig? Big up to all my Saggies. More so than December Saggies and Novembers. Just kidding. Love you guys too. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. But it is the 25th. Track your spending for the 3 days without judgment. I want you to track your spend. Oh, actually, sorry, because I had to remember. Some folks are going to see this next week, next month, next year. Check for the 3 days. 3 days, just track your spending. I'm going to do it too. Actually, I am going to, the 245, I'm going to try my best to make it real, especially because it looks sweet though, so I'll definitely make it real. I will put my spending on. Okay, I will show my spending. I will. So boom, track your spending for 3 days without judgment, right? And also identify one habit that isn't aligned with your goals and explore why. So get a book, go to the dollar store. Dollar store has some nice books. I wish I could. I don't know if they're all from. I don't know if they're all from the dollar store. That's nice. So, but here we are. Oh man, I think this one. Ooh, this one is my journal. I haven't written in it since May 4th. Oh, no lie, May 25th, 2024. But this is because it's for my dreams. And now that I think about it, I don't think I've been dreaming a lot as of late, which is weird. Usually I have dreams. But that is the blockage, and that's why we're here. To get that blockage, at least, it looks sweet up, so I know I'm going to dream a little bit more. Maybe I'm just not sleeping enough to remember them. But that's another story, sorry. Structure as usual. But identify one habit that isn't aligned with your goals and explore why. And write it down. Right? Or I feel like this will relate more with that week. Is one thing that you here's the question. What's one thing about money you wish school actually taught you? And discover that again. Right? That's another thing. For week 2, breaking the cycle. This is breaking the cycle within family, and I'll definitely put this one. List one financial pattern you want to change, even if it's a small one. What's one thing that you learned within your family that I think it's the same concept as the habit that doesn't align with you anymore? Yeah, list a couple financial patterns that you learned from family or growing up, and see how you can change that. Even a small one, small little one. It's all good. And then, okay, I did do have solutions last week. I know for sure I had solutions last week, and it was a bit of a shameless plug. I know some of y'all gonna hate me for this one. Some of y'all are gonna hate me, but I feel like I should do this. I am going to do this. Do this because wealth hour. Commit to a weekly wealth hour. Learning, tracking, or setting goals. And this could be the 245. It's like 245. 245. Obviously, every time I have a podcast, it's an hour. So boom, you're already doing it nice with a 12 hour, or podcast, audio book, anything like that. Just that talks about personal finance. There's so many resources that you can do. Start learning about the market. Actually, I'm gonna do it. I've decided I will show you guys a thing or two. A thing or two. Also, I don't know how many times I'm gonna write this. Choose a low barrier investment step. Open up a TFSA, open a high interest savings account, download a simulator. No, I'm just gonna walk away from that one. Practice account. Practice account. I don't know if TD has one, but I know for sure which one does. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna open up TradingView. Yeah, this is a way that you can learn. TradingView, okay, apparently TradingView might have one, but I know for sure Investopedia. But I also have a practice one. I don't think I. Listen, baby. I think there's one account that I have that I haven't gone in there in a minute. It is looking nice because I'm looking at so far. Yo, nothing's worse than a love and hate investment that you've had and you still rock with it to this day. Ooh. I don't think I can open it on here because I think the computer will crash. So the safest place I can go is TradingView. Especially because the market is open right now. I can show you a thing or two. Oh, I just need this to move from me first. Fun fact, anyone that had SPLG that I've recommended, it has changed to SPYM. I don't know why they did it. Maybe I'll Google it later on why they did that. But it's fucking annoying. Excuse my French. Yeah. Low barrier investment step. And that could be like joining this website. Actually, it's so funny. One of my friends sent me a link to the website that I used to use. And I was like, yo, this used to be my thing. I know you guys are gonna look at this and be like, oh my god, what's all this coming? That's why you gotta kind of start slow. But these are the indicators that I have open. Here, let's see if I wonder if I can make this more simpler than I can. So instead of having 4 hours, I'm gonna have it 5 minutes because that's how I usually look at it throughout the day. Oh my gosh, remind this. Okay, one day I'm gonna do this, but there is significance for when it crosses. Man, I wonder, hi Kurt, hi. I know you can hear me because I know you're watching. Let's, if you're able, or anyone else that is able, I have to be mindful of certain things that people want to talk about so I have, okay, so my indicators, I like to have the MACD on. Don't think I have the MACD on properly per se. I don't. I have a different one. And I like the EMA 20, 50, 100, 200. EMA, I have to double check the meaning. Sometimes these words mean different things. So there's so many acronyms. Yeah, I'm really working with that word. So that is the expositive moving average. That's not how you pronounce it. Guys, just love me. So it moves in 20 day, 50 day, 100 day, 200 day. A bullish crossover, a little mini one. A bullish crossover is when the shorter term, the 20, which is, I can't remember at the moment because it's not giving me the colors. It's not telling me the colors like it usually does. 20-day EMA, but they only say it like that. And the shorter moves above the, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. So when the 20 goes over the 100, that's when it's bullish. And then bearish happens when the 20-day crosses below the 100-day EMA. Ooh, I hope I can show it. Hold on. I wonder if I'd be able to. I can't decipher it right now because all the numbers are there. I know. I was deciding whether I was going to do this. So when I have another investing day, and we can talk about this, we should just be like a Discord thing for like more advanced, because I don't want to give advanced stuff to folks and they're just learning the basic, right? I have only talked about basic kind of things, and I think it's more ideal to have more professionals to do this, because remember, I learned this because I'm interested in it. Like, I can actually chart. Like, I'm actually pissed the other day that I charted. I don't even know. I charted like where it could be, and then I think based on Bitcoin, it just dropped. Drop. Actually, let me do 1 day so I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. Why did it show like that? Eek. That's interesting. Interesting. And this is because of things that I have put on my charting so it can read stuff. You see how it looks weird? It's because sometimes when you click on a certain thing, it will do something. Boom. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay, so example. The other day, don't quote me. Today the 25th. I was charting and I assumed that it would. Okay, yes. That's 77. So I assumed like it was gonna be around 78 range to 79 range based on how I was charting, right? I'm not showing it to you fully detailed right now. But the way that I charted it, I like to give it a resistant line and a support line. You can say resistant, support, however, whichever way you want it, or ceiling and floor. So I put like different type of ceiling levels, and then I don't know why I had so way out of frame. And then different set of floor ranges. And I was like, okay, there's a possibility it will go here, go there. And this is the S&P, and I like to put my money into that. I'm going to assume it's going to go to, I think I said, I'm assuming that it's going to go to 77 or 78.5. I think that was my assumption. And then if you see it here, that bitch went down, 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 down. So, and I was like, oh, wow, it actually went less than I expected, because I didn't think that it would go back down to this level here in October, mid-October. But now that I see that mid-October it went down to 76, and then is this today? No, that says 21st. And 21st it went back down to 76. So now I'm going to be more mindful of my ceiling and my floor, because it fluctuates, right? But even I think even before, it had a ceiling of 77.30. Didn't make any assumptions that it would go below that, right? So these are the type of things that I look at, and this is like, okay, let me just set my price at this, and if it goes, it goes, and whichever time it does go, whatever, call it a day. I'm not timing the market per se. However, be mindful about that, because sometimes it doesn't go true, because sometimes it doesn't go that far back down. Like, imagine if you started, no, can't say it for this one, but or if you were looking at it when it was at the top and you're like, oh, it's gonna go to 81 point something. I don't know why you buy at the highs, but I'm going, if that's what you want to do. I wouldn't. Don't ever buy at the highs, or don't ever predict, especially when it's down. Don't wait for it to go back high, because that doesn't make sense, because then you're missing out on the wave of it coming back. So like the highest all-time high is about 81, and I'll confirm with it here. And this is me speaking about it, because this is the stuff that I love talking about. I want to hear you talk about it. It's up to you whether you want to listen or not. So boom. So 52 range, 52 week range, it's been up 81.14. You see how it's at 78, 78? Doesn't make sense to wait. Don't put in no fucking, I'm cursing. If you see that it's at 81 bucks and you try to wait until it gets back to 81, I will thump you. That time I will thump you. It is $3 less. You can make money while it's going. Yes, it's going to be low sometimes. How long it will be low, I don't know. But as you can see, all-time high. No, sorry, not all-time. Year to date, it's up 13%. A year ago, it's 11. 3 years, you'd have gained 67%. And you remember what I say about the rule of 72? So say boom, you got it 3 years ago. What happens? You have too many phones. There's a phone right in my hand. So boom, 72 divided by 67, your money would double each year per se, or of course in that last 3 years it's definitely doubled, because yeah, it's definitely, it would have doubled already, or almost doubled, sorry, in 3 years it should double, but it would be 1.07, 72 divided by 67, right? But you would see gains and things, right? So fuck? Don't wait until it gets back to 81. Get it. This is a reasonable time to get it. And this is, the market's open right now. That's why I'm showing it to you. I want to do a practice one. I'll be a different day because I'm actually getting hungry now. I'm getting hungry now. Oh, and the other one, anyways, big up my friend. I spelled it wrong. Big up my friend for showing me this again because I haven't seen it in a very long time. This is. This is when I wanted to do like option trading and see what should I choose. Because then it shows you what's gaining right now, what's losing right now, so on and so forth, right? Top gainers, top losers. I wonder if the one that I seen the other day is there. I don't see it at the moment. I'm pissed. I seen an article that something went up 8,000%. That's because it wasn't my radar to do my research. To do research. This is the coolest thing about FinViz. You get to see how each sector is doing. Technology, consumer electronics, semiconductors, they're not doing that well right now. Something's happened. Software, infrastructure. This is a really ideal place to do research about things. Oh, someone had their, was it Walmart? Box. Walmart had their earnings the other day. I just remembered. As you can see, they're doing well. So yeah, just take a look at these things. This is how you learn. You know, the 1 hour wealth hour. Look at these things. Look at these sites. Now it's I can see you guys. So let's see. How do I want to? I think I have a bonus. Did I have tips? I had tips for this one. For this week's tip, and I get a journal and just write down 3 things you want peace with financially. And 1 action to begin. Write 3 things you want peace with financially. I don't mind. Mafia. And Dr. Vibe would understand that. And I'm not actually talking about mafia, just to let y'all know. Think, get her. She's talking about different things. I definitely want to. Sorry, I'm looking for my affirmations. I will do a Black Friday special. I've decided. I decided how much, but I will post it in Reel and stuff. I think I like this one. My stomach's talking right now. That's why I'm becoming slow in things. Yo, and when the food hits you, it hits you. I trust the process of building wealth 1 step at a time. I trust the process of building wealth 1 step at a time. I trust the process of building wealth 1 step at a time. You deserve to be financially fit. You got it. Point, period. You deserve it. This series, I really wanted us to find peace with money, find peace with the things we learned when we were younger, whether it was when we were teenagers, in our 20s, in our 30s. And it's obviously it's for the folks that are in their 20s, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and all that great stuff. I mean, it's never too late still. I want to respectfully show that whether you're in your 40s and 50s and you haven't started investing, you can still start investing. You can even look at like the S&P 500 that always show like what the potential is. If you were scared before, don't be scared now. Have a discussion with your children, grandchildren, however, loved ones, coworkers, friends, family, and find ways where the ones that are actually positive and stuff. We have chaotic family members, we have chaotic friends and stuff. You don't have to. We have boundaries. Okay, if you don't want to talk to them, you don't talk to them. If you don't want to talk to you, don't. It is what it is. But try to have those conversations, positive conversations, healthy conversations about money, and see how we can move forward. If you don't have close-knit friends like that, then find a community that has that. There's so many people I know that have tribes, communities, folks, groups, organizations that you can find like-minded people. Or talk to me. Talk to me. I don't bite. I don't bite, I promise. Very nice. And, contact me, info@fitness.com. I'm not the best with calls right now, but I am trying my best. Or if you message me on WhatsApp and things, I do have to make back some calls because when I'm like this, I'm not my best. When my headspace is not at the, my headspace is meh and not thriving, my bad. I'm not around, right? But I'm back. I'm back. It looks sweet up. So I found out what one of my issues was. It's because I was not doing my hair, as you can see, but you can see my roots. My gosh. My gosh. My gosh. Also, Mafia, I had to change that. And then I had to finish goals that I have for myself. I have my to-do list, I have my goals. So it's gonna be happening. 2, 4, 5. Boom. What else? One thing to remember, start small. Let's start. The ones that are, oh, why is she quiet all of a sudden? Look at me. Look at me. Start small, but start. Wealth doesn't actually have to wait, and neither should your peace. Yo, peace of mind is everything. Positive headspace will have you being creative and flourish and stuff, and finally have that positivity, finally have that confidence that you need to make it through. I'm done being in survival mode. I want to be in thriving mode. And at whichever place, whichever spot you are right now with money, you will make it to the promised land of peace. Okay? Yeah, on that note, I don't think there's anything else I could say. Thank you for joining this series. I decided it's going to be final because I know what I'm going to do this Saturday. But like I said, it's Sagittarius season, so I'll big up Miss Sagittarius them. The best fire sign there is, the best sign there is. I don't care what people say. Stop calling us Sagittarius. I can't speak for everyone. I just know that I'm pretty awesome. So if you think I'm awesome, why wouldn't you think I'm awesome? The heck? Like, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. And hey, do you see the poll? Do you see the poll? Oh, okay, bet. Vote, please. Oh gosh. And my birthday is coming up soon. Obviously, because I said Sagittarius season. But it's next month. Ooh, will I be having an episode? Will I have Will I? I don't think I'll do an episode on my birthday. I'm really stuck on having my day off on my birthday and things, you know? But yeah, on that note, I am getting another coffee with a fish from water. And yeah, please, 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 245, 245, two non-negotiable money tasks, or pour into the 4 key pillars of your saving and investment, and let's pour into the 5 top priorities for our life. And you got this. You deserve to be financially fit. You deserve to be happy and have peace with money. Okay? Till next time. Love y'all.
I just wanna be free with my people to prosper and hold it down. Don't you sit and wait, contemplating on a revolution. The time